Welcome once again, my friends, and thank you for stopping by to listen to an old storyteller. Today we have a Chinese tale, and the title of this story is Hsu Sun, the Dragon Slayer. At 41 years of age, when Hsu Sun was magistrate of Qingyang near the modern Xichang in Hubei, during times of drought, he had only to touch a piece of tile to turn it into gold in order to relieve the people of their distress. He also saved many lives by curing sickness through the use of talismans and magic formulae. During the period of the dynastic troubles, he resigned and joined the famous magician Kuo Po. Together they went to the minister Wang Tsun, who had risen against the Eastern Qin dynasty. Kuo Po's remonstrance only irritated the minister, who cut off his head. Hsu Sun then threw his chalice on the ridgepole of the room, causing it to be whirled into the air. As Wang Tun watched this unfold, Hsu disappeared and escaped. When he reached Lu Chang Kao in Anhui, he boarded a boat, which two dragons towed into the offing and then raised into the air. In an instant they had borne it to the Lu Shan Mountains, to the south of Qiuqiang in Jiangxi. The perplexed boatman opened the window of his boat and looked out. The dragons, finding themselves discovered by an infidel, set the boat down on top of the mountain and fled. In this country was a dragon, or spiritual alligator, which transformed itself into a young man named Shen Lang. He married Qiao Yu, daughter of the chief judge of Tan Chao. The young people lived in rooms below the official apartments. During spring and summer, Shen Lang roamed in the rivers and lakes. One day, Hsu met him, recognized him as a dragon, and knew that he was the cause of the numerous floods that were devastating Jiangxi province. He determined to find a means of getting rid of him. Shen Lang, aware of the steps being taken against him, changed himself into a yellow ox and fled. Hsu at once transformed himself into a black ox and started in pursuit. The yellow ox jumped down a well to hide, but the black ox followed suit. The yellow ox then jumped out again and escaped to Changsha, where he reassumed a human form. Hsu Sun, returning to the town, hastened to the yamen and called to Shen Lang to come out and show himself, addressing himself in a severe tone of voice. "Dragon! How dare you hide yourself there under a borrowed form?" Shen Lang then reassumed the form of a spiritual alligator, and Hsu Sun ordered the spiritual soldiers to kill him. He then commanded his two sons to come out of their abode. By merely spurting a mouth of water on them, he transformed them into young dragons. Qiao Yu was told to vacate the rooms at once, and in the twinkling of an eye the whole yamen sank beneath the earth. Nothing but a lake remained where it had been. After his victory over the dragon, Hsu Sun assembled the members of his family on Xishan, outside the city of Nanchang Fu, and all ascended to heaven in full daylight, taking with them even the dogs and chickens. He was then 133 years old. Subsequently, a temple was erected to him, and he was canonized as just prince, admirable and beneficent. Thank you once again for listening to this story. If you enjoyed this story, please press that like button. Also, please help an old storyteller out by subscribing to my channel. The next story will be posted in a few days, so until then, may your story continue to be a good one.